So I know this isn't the usual video type that I have, set up and stuff. But while I was feeling this way, I just wanted to talk about everything. I told y'all that I would talk about my PCOS. So that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to start out with how I figured out that I even had it. So I was having really bad back pain, and I went to the chiropractor for it because the pain, it was unbearable. There was no way that I was going to be able to work with how bad my back was hurting. My legs, my back, my feet were swelling. I mean, there was a million things wrong, but my back was the number one thing I needed to fix right then. Well, at least get started into fixing it. So, pretty much what he told me when he saw the x-rays were that the bottom of my back was crushed, but could heal with getting alignments and stuff, and he was right. It did heal itself. I don't have, that type of pain anymore in my back, which is good, I guess. But one thing he also did was he took my blood and he literally just checked every possible thing that he could. And I'm glad that he did that, because I would have never known how crazy my blood was, like the results. I already had a thyroid problem. My thyroid was too low, but I was already taking medicine for that. And that also can cause weight gain, having a messed up thyroid that doesn't work as well as it should. But it came back and I was anemic at the time. My blood sugar was not great. I had I guess it's called a protein, maybe, or the chemical or whatever it is. I had that causes you to swell up. It was extremely high. And everything about my blood was messed up, it seemed. Nothing really, I had a lot that was okay, but I had a lot that wasn't okay. And it really scared me, so I decided to go to my main doctor and showed him the results, and he was like, "That's absurd that your chiropractor took your blood." But I was like, "Yes, but look at the results, and what does that even mean?" And by looking at it, he told me that I needed to go see a specialist to find out what exactly is wrong. And he named off a few things that he thought it could be, and one of them was lupus, which was extremely scary, and I'm extremely glad that that's not what it was. And another one was a tumor that grows somewhere inside your body that makes your body react a certain way. And they would have to possibly give me chemo for it. It's not cancerous, but it still would need chemo if it was bad enough, and they also would remove it. I got tested for that, and it wasn't that. Luckily, I guess that's obviously good too. But what I do have isn't something that just goes away. It's never going to go away. It's not. It's something that is very hard to control, but they say it's possible to do it. And I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do it, and I feel like I'm kind of alone trying to figure out how to do it all myself. And I'm working a lot. Just doesn't help. I mean, neither does not working either, though, so I don't know what else to do. I might as well be productive and making money if I'm not, if the pain isn't gonna go away, I might as well be working through the pain. I've been going to the gym when I can, and I know I shouldn't even talk about the excuses of why I don't, but having long hours, barely sleeping during the night, and then going to the gym just sounds impossible. And I do try to go at least once or twice a week. And sometimes I wake up and my feet swell even more because I went to the gym, and sometimes I feel better, and I just don't know what's gonna help. I started drinking coffee again because I was so tired, because I would wake up and feel so dead to the point where I don't even know how I even woke up. Like, I don't know how my alarm even did it. Like, I've not been late except for maybe at most 2 minutes at my job, even when I'm supposed to be getting there at 6:50, and fell asleep not until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't fall asleep. Hi guys, so I know it's been a while. I don't know if you can really tell by us looking at me, but I have lost like 51 pounds since the last time that I've even done any of this, recording and, making video things. I do have a recording of me where it's kind of before all of the weight loss, when I was struggling to actually lose the weight, and I was very frustrated, and just to show y'all, like, kind of how PCOS can really affect somebody. So I wanted to put that in just to show that, because it is a serious thing that not a lot of people know about, that, kind of just gets pushed to the side. Like, these women. Sorry about that. My camera decided to turn off and say it needed to be changed, the battery, but it literally just like got done charging. So I don't know what's up with that, but anyways, these women are going through this like every day, and nobody really talks about it, and they don't even talk about it themselves. So I wanted to just kind of talk about it. And you see all these people who do have it, they don't talk about the bad and the ugly about it. They usually just only talk about when they're actually becoming successful in kind of healing, you could say, even though you can't actually heal this. It can go into remission. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like super, super serious, but it's not, something to take lightly. You do have to change a lot of things to make your body, did it again, just gonna keep going, but to make your body, heal somewhat. For me personally, I'm gonna go, and it might sound gross, but excessive body hair, that makes you feel gross as a woman, at least for me. It makes you gain weight. Your periods hurt so bad, and that's one thing that nobody talks about. But if you looked up symptoms, it's in there, and like they're so bad. Like, not only the actual pain of like cramps and everything, but my feet swell more. My whole body is just like, feels like it can't function. And some aspects of me losing the weight has made things better, and some aspects, like I was saying, some things have gotten better for me, some things haven't changed, some things I feel have gotten worse. Periods have been coming more often, which is nice. Pain and the like actual, feelings that go on during it feels so much worse. My feet don't swell as much, but they're still swelling. Acne has cleared up, but it's still there. Excessive hair hasn't really gotten any better for me. But on the medicine that they have given me, it has helped a lot. Especially just with sugar. It makes some women, which I unfortunately were one of those women, be intolerant to like being able to eat sugar and stuff. Sugar is something I've had to cut out significantly, and I didn't even eat that much of it in the first place. Because I've always felt like I've had problems with sugar even when I was younger, so I cut it out a lot. And I will say this last year where I've suffered the most is the year that I decided to kind of be like, you know what, screw it, and eat more sugar. And obviously that, harmed me, but I didn't know that that was going to happen to me. And then now I'm back to like almost no sugar. Carbs, obviously turns into like, sugar and glucose and all that stuff. So that's something I've had to cut down on a lot, but I can't do it completely because then I don't have enough energy to actually work out. And, my brain wants the glucose to feed off of. So that's why I don't really particularly believe in going keto, because I did it. I read about it. I'm not an expert whatsoever on any of that stuff. But when I read that that's what my brain wants to use for energy, I'm kind of like, feel like I shouldn't take it away from it, if that's naturally what it wants. But also just the fact that you don't need it as much as people eat it, which I feel has helped me a lot, just cutting it out. Diabetic people, as far as my grandma goes, I know she shouldn't go over like 30 grams a day of sugar and stuff like that, which is what I have stuck to, even though I was pre-diabetic. I'm not, I wasn't diabetic. But also just with the exercising and doing better with eating more, like sticking to veggies, meat, cheeses, rather than pastas, white breads, just cutting back on those things, but having them in small amounts has made a ton of difference for me. I think that's the reason why my feet haven't swelled as much, why I'm losing weight. My hair has not fallen out as much as it has been, because that's one thing that could happen. Your hair could fall out, and I could notice that my hair was very thin. Now it's kind of getting longer and thicker. Just losing 50 pounds in the amount of time that I have is insane. But keto, when I tried it, I felt so sick for like a month. I tried it. I lost a ton of weight, but it was not worth it because of the fact that I just felt sick. I couldn't work out. I could do like half of my workout and then that was it. When before I was able to do like, a whole hour, I was barely getting through like 30 minutes, So that's one reason why I don't feel like you should completely cut it out. But as far as sugar goes, when I was reading about it, there was like a glycemic level. So if something is high glycemic, then it makes your blood sugar shoot up. The more you eat something that's high glycemic, the more your blood sugar shoots up, which makes your body more intolerant to it as you go on, because it can't take that high, blood sugar spike. I read that if you eat something in the morning that is just sugar filled or carb filled, that it, without like a meat or a cheese, with it, something, that will balance it out a little bit, your sugar levels, that all day you'll have sugar spikes just going up and down. And reading that, it made sense because I felt that. And like, if I would eat like pancakes in the morning, I'd feel terrible all day long, and it never went away. But if I eat like, you know, something with meat in it in the mornings, like something kind of heavy, I don't get hungry as much, and it just, I feel better throughout the day. And just having like good carbs rather than, you know, the bad carbs, staying away from like most white, you know, breads and everything, pastas, has helped a lot. Because I mean, if something's telling you not to eat a vegetable, that can't be, you know, okay. But obviously white breads are, I mean, it's practically taking all your nutrition out of the carb and just leaving the carb, kind of. So you might as well go eat cake or something, you know. But so yeah, and recently from my weight loss, I've just felt more comfortable in my body. Wanted to like dress nicer. I've been posting more pictures because I felt more confident. I've just been feeling more like myself recently, and I'm really happy about that. I mean, I still have a million obstacles to go, but at least I'm feeling more like myself, because I haven't felt like myself in a long time. And I mean, who knows how long I've even been suffering with PCOS symptoms and not even knowing it. And a lot of women, unfortunately, don't even know they have it until they start to realize that they can't have children, which is sad, because there's so much more that goes on than just not being able to have children, which that's really important too, because that obviously hurts and makes people sad and everything. But they focus so much on that they're not even focusing on the actual pain that they're going through. I mean, mentally and physically, it takes a lot on you. I mean, I cried when I very first figured it out, and I cried when I realized I wasn't losing any weight. With having just PCOS plus my thyroid issues, I feel like losing weight was going to be impossible. And I was lucky to have a doctor that was willing to help give me something that will kind of boost my metabolism and everything. And I'm honestly scared to, when I have to get off of it, that I will gain the weight back. But I'm hoping that once I do get off of it, that I will continue to be able to keep the weight off. And also just the fact that I've been, you know, practicing eating healthier and, you know, exercising more, that it will help continue that. If you are suffering with PCOS, just know that it can get better. It's going to not feel like it's going to, and maybe it will be extremely hard to even lose any weight and feel better at all. But I really did feel that way, and I really have seen results. I mean, my doctor pretty much told me that she wasn't going to help me if I didn't lose a certain amount of weight, and I didn't lose that certain amount of weight. I was nowhere near the amount of weight that she wanted me to lose. She was like, I'm not going to give you anything to help you if you aren't going to put the effort into it, which makes sense. But I was scared that she was going to think that I wasn't trying because of the fact that I hadn't lost any weight. And there's days where I do, you know, splurge and do things that I, you know, drink things and eat things that I shouldn't. But as long as you keep it in your mind that it doesn't have to be in every, like, you mess up once, you don't have to keep doing it. You can keep doing it again, like trying to do better the next day. And just also having days where you say, I'm gonna have this treat and stuff, just kind of the balance of that. Finding the balance of treating yourself and also, sticking to what you need to feel better. There's still days where I feel like I can't even get up in the mornings and I just want to sleep longer, and in the middle of the night I can't sleep at all, and the stress, the being disgusted with my body, it happens still every single day, and it is getting better, and I can't say I'm ever going to be perfect at it. But if you are suffering with PCOS, I just hope that you don't feel like you have to keep it a secret, and that you don't let it define you either. And also, just let yourself feel what you're feeling, and then let it roll off your shoulders once you feel it. Because the more you suppress, your insecurities and the way you feel, the longer they're just gonna they're still gonna be there. But the more you let yourself, feel those feelings of being like, ew, gross, my body looks like this and I don't like it, or, things like that. It doesn't mean you have to hate yourself. It doesn't mean you have to love yourself. It doesn't mean you have to love every part of yourself or, hate every part of yourself. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be, I don't like this, but I like this. I'm doing good at this, but I still feel this. Even now, people know that, people in my life know that I have it, but they don't really know what it is. Nor even, I guess, it's just they're not gonna understand it because they don't have it. And I feel like that's fine. And this is my journey, so if they can't understand it, I'm not gonna be able to understand things that they go through either. And you can't always be mad at people about that. Or you can't be mad that they're gonna eat a huge, juicy, nice, delicious cheeseburger in front of you, because they shouldn't have to hold back what they want to do with their life for you just because they're going to be around you. You can't always expect support, even though you wish you could always have it. And that's hard to come to terms with sometimes, because you want these people around you to support you, love you, know everything that you're going through, so that they can understand that you acted out this way, or you had a bad day. But you kind of realize that they can't feel what you feel, they only feel what they feel. So you have to just kind of let them feel it, what they feel, and kind of let it go. And I hope that I can bring more awareness to the fact that PCOS isn't just a hormone imbalance or not being able to have children like everybody who does, whoever, everyone always associates it with just that stuff. But it is more than that. And it's a lot more than that. Because having a child in my life is not something that I'm even close to thinking about right now. So I'm more suffering with focusing on the side effects and the weight loss and just wanting to feel like myself again. And also not being held back by it, because I've always wanted to do videos. I've always wanted to make art. I've always wanted to, have pictures taken of me that look awesome and do my makeup and kind of just show the world everything I have to offer. And when you're fat, I don't mean to say the F word, but I am fat, so I'm gonna say it because, but when you're fat, you just feel like you can't be those things because no one's gonna want to look at the fat girl. No one's gonna like the fat girl more than they're gonna like the skinny girl who's doing the same things. But recently I've realized, that I am not skinny. I don't have the perfect face shape that, you know, the world wants, but I still have something to offer, and I still have people that will like it and will give me opportunities if I show the world and try harder than I have, and not be so scared of it. And yeah, my anxieties will still mess with me. I still be terrified of things, but I don't want those things to hold me back anymore. So I hope that I can inspire y'all like I am trying to do for myself. And I hope that I can continue to hold this feeling of wanting to keep doing better. And that girl that you're going to see at the, you know, the beginning of this video where I'm sobbing and sad and depressed and feel like I can't do better, yeah, I'm going to have those days again. And I'm going to suffer and more, and I'm going to not suffer. I'm going to have happy days. But it's about wanting to be better. It's like, yes, I do feel this way, but I don't want to feel this way anymore. I do have these issues, but I don't want to keep having these issues anymore. So you have to do something about it, type of thing. Like, you know, I'm absolutely terrified of driving a car, but I don't want to be. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to get in the car one day and I'm going to drive it. And I'm going to let myself be scared, and I'm going to let myself be terrified, and I'm just going to do it anyways, because I'm tired of letting this world hold me back. So most of what I've been up to and what I've been doing, I've posted on Instagram. So if you want to go to The Dark Will Hide on Instagram and kind of see what I've been doing and accomplishing, you can go to that. And if you want someone who is like you and has PCOS, go ahead and talk to me. I would love to have someone else that I could talk to that has it, that will take it seriously but not take it seriously at the same time, you know, type of thing. So thank you for watching this video. I kind of feel like I rambled literally everywhere, and my camera cut out a million times, and I had to take the battery out and put it in there, and now it finally worked. So it's might be choppy, might be inspirational, I don't know. But so my name is Haley Williams. This is my YouTube. I haven't posted in forever, but give me a like and a share and a little bell thingy so you know I posted and all that fun stuff. And I hope that this video has given you something enjoyable, at least, if not inspirational. And thank you for watching me, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Dark Will Hide to see more of what I've been up to more often. Thank you, and bye!